Michael Irvin thinks the Eagles can be a dynasty. Here's an alternate headline. Michael Irvin is back on coke.
Back on?
Is that quote coming up again? Because I feel like he said that last year, didn't he?
This is what he said to Dan Cilio on Jacob Media. Now, this is what Dan Cilio reported. This is actually Mike on video saying this. The two worst words you can hear if you're a part of Cowboys Nation is Philadelphia Dynasty. And Philly has something that's lined up right now that those two words can commingle. Mike, I appreciate
the quote. How you spell commingle? I've never actually.
I don't think that's. I've never heard of the word commingle. Commingle. I don't know. First
maybe
of all,
they spelled it wrong. Like that's
I
not.
think I think it's CO-mingle.
Right. That's
no, it's actually spelled right. I've just never actually seen it written out that way. Yeah,
I would never write it out that way.
GLE.
Never have.
I'm the editor here. I should know that.
I mean, I know Mike is like, just an NFL analyst, but like, who the hell can look at this team and look at this quarterback? And I think they look good on paper, but a dynasty getting back to the Super Bowl, let's say they win 2 out of 3 years or 3 out of 4 years or 4 and I don't know. Everyone has different definitions of a dynasty, but like dynasty in football is probably the hardest. Yeah, probably the hardest thing.
Well, and then you had friggin' what's his face trying to say that the Warriors weren't a dynasty, like Bill
like
Simmons trying to.
What was that? 4 and 7?
Yeah, they got like 4 rings in 7 years, 6 years, 7. Yeah, but whatever.
They've won a lot of rings lately, and they've been to a lot of finals lately.
That's not a dynasty.
I think I can consider that a dynasty with basically the same core group and the same coach.
What is his definition of dynasty? Like, do you have to be, like Bayern Munich and win the German league like 9 times in a row, or so? Is that his definition of a dynasty? Because I think we have different.
Does your last name have to be Han and you have to live in China? Is that his definition of a dynasty? You have to rule for hundreds of years? Like,
good restaurant in Philly, by the way, Han Dynasty.
So what do we think? Eagles dynasty coming up?
No. So this all comes back to, and this is where it comes back to the quarterback, because everything else seems like it is kind of built for. They have a young roster. They just had a couple of really good drafts, so some young players that are going to continue to get better. Their offense is young and getting better. But it comes back down to the quarterback. How can I expect Jalen Hurts to become that kind of player when he hasn't shown that or been that player his entire career? I hate the fact that everybody says last year was his rookie year. That's bullshit. It's his second year. He already played 4 NFL games before that, started in 4, played in more. He knew what the NFL was like year 1, made the adjustments in year 2, and we still didn't see enough. And not to say he's bad. He could be a fine quarterback. And could he get to the Eagles to the Super Bowl at one point? Absolutely. I think I can even concede that fact. But a dynasty, like I don't think Jalen Hurts is that. He's too inconsistent. He's been his entire career. All the same faults he's had since college are now there in his 3rd year or going into his 3rd year. So I don't see that. And we don't even know what the hell Nick Sirianni is. He's good. I think he's better than maybe anticipated, or how quickly it happened because he's such a young coach and we didn't know anything about him. But I don't know how you can say dynasty with this team. I don't get that.